This movie begins by showing some mountain lions who are wandering through the nearby forest. All of them belong to the lion's family. Among them, Lion Dad tells his family to never trust humans. They are very dangerous. Always stay away from them. They can take your life anytime. Hearing this, the youngest lion says, "But we mountain lions are peaceful by nature. Then why will they take our life?" "Because we also do not harm anyone." When Dad Lion says that is right. But humans can change their form anytime, so trusting them is nothing less than foolishness. But the youngest lion was still not ready to accept this. He wanted to know about humans, so even after his dad's repeated refusals, he runs to the place where humans live. After this, the scene shifts to the main character of the story, named Jay, who is a child, and after seeing this dream of lions, he suddenly wakes up from his sleep. Now here, I tell you the shocking reality of Jay. So, Jay is actually the same lion cub. Actually, he is a shapeshifter who has two forms, animal and human. They can turn into human whenever they want, and they can shift into animal form at will. Now, Jay wanted to know about humans. So, he takes a human form and started living with humans. And since then, he got separated from his lion family. He does not even know where his lion mom and dad live. When he came here in human form, this family adopted him thinking he was alone. He has been living here for years. That is why he did not come in his lion form. Now he started feeling as if he was losing his power to become a lion. Jay is now sitting with his family and having breakfast. They love Jay a lot and never let him feel like an adopted child. The family consists of mom, dad, and two siblings. Everyone is unaware that a lion is living with us in human form. Then it is told in the news that suddenly a lot of birds attacked the plane, due to which the plane became uncontrollable and an emergency landing had to be made. No one died, but there was a lot of damage. Now, this was not the first time this happened. In fact, animals and birds have attacked humans together many times before. It seems if they have teamed up to harass humans. Now, whatever was the reason behind this, scientists were researching on it. Then Jay and family are very shocked to watch this news. Next day, Jay's sister and mom are going to drop him to a new school because he had to pursue further studies there. Now, although he did not want to go, but he had to go on the insistence of the family because they wanted to help Jay open his mind and feel better, and he may know about the world. At night, when they stopped to rest in a hotel, Jay sees some wolves who were moving toward a factory for some special purpose, which surprised him a lot. Then the next morning, these people reach that high school where the mentor welcomes Jay, and she asks his name. Then she says, consoling his mother, that next time when you come to meet Jay, you will see a lot of good changes in him. You do not need to worry at all because all the children here live very lovingly with one another. Then hearing this, mom also got consoled, and she leaves while saying him goodbye. After they leave, the mentor says to Jay that we know everything about you. That you're not a human, but a shapeshifter, and not only you, but every child here is also a shapeshifter. All of whom are trained here that how they can live with both their forms in a good way. So, tell me, which animal are you? Now on hearing this, Jay is surprised that she knows. That is why he tells that I am a mountain lion, hearing which the mentor was suddenly left in shock. She was also feeling happy because for the first time a lion had come to their school today. So, she says to Jay that everyone will like you a lot. And she introduces him to the rest of the children. Everyone meets him very well, except a child Jeffrey who is a wolf. He gets angry and treats Jay harshly. He says, "What is a lion doing here?" Because he used to rule here as a wolf before, but now, because a lion has come, and the lion is the king of the animals, he was afraid that his place might be snatched from him. Jeffrey started fighting with Jay, but the rest of them stopped their fight. Now, the mentor introduces Jay to a man named Andrew who is actually the owner of this school. And he used to call shapeshifters from all over the world here because he himself was a shapeshifter, and he was also a lion. So he is the one who is most happy to see Jay here. He asks him, "Do you know where your real mom and dad live?" how you left your lion family and started living with humans for so many years. Then Jay tells him that a few years ago when I was young, I ran away from there and started living with humans despite my dad's refusal. Since then, I don't know where my family lives, and neither have I been able to transform myself into a lion after that day. I feel as if I have lost my power to become a lion. Then Andrew tells him that this is why we have called you here, so that you may understand your power facing this, and just watch how much better you will become. Minter shows Jay his room where he was going to live. Jay meets his roommate, who is a cute squirrel. We come to know that here the dangerous animals that hunt and the innocent ones that get hunted all live together. No one is allowed to fight because there was only a class for fighting. So, all the animals lived very well. Now Jay's classmate Squirrel Girl, who had become friend with him. She was taking him to the class, which was in the forest, because the time of their class had started. And then Squirrel Girl's friend also joins them. She was an elk, an animal with many horns crowning on her head. When all the children come to the class, their teacher teaches them to control their power of turning into an animal. When he came to know that Jay is a new student, he starts with him. He tells Jay to show everyone, "Who are you?" and come into your animal form. Now, Jay tries to turn into a lion, but he is not able to do so due to not turning into an animal for so many years. Then the mentor comes and tells him to close your eyes and think that you are with your family in the forest. This way it will be easy for you to change your form. So, hurry up as Jay closes his eyes. He sees his lion dad who is telling him how to live in the forest. Seeing this, Jay finally transforms himself into a lion form. All the children also became happy, seeing him turning into a lion. And now they all also come in their animal form and start roaming in the forest. As the class ends, their other roommate comes who is a bison. Now, because these three used to live together, so they become very good friends. When Jay went to the canteen with his friends, he saw Jeffrey, who was harassing the other students. Jeffrey has 4 friends who are also wolves, and they tease the weaker animals. Jay felt bad seeing this. He warns Jeffrey that harassing other animals is against the principles here, and you cannot violate the principle. Understand? Jeffrey also got angry at him and said that now you will teach me even if you are a lion. But we are 5 wolves, so do not mess with us. We will overpower you and eat you right here. Both of them started attacking each other in anger, but before the lion and the wolf could fight, a teacher stops their fight. He also warns that both of them will be punished if they fight outside the class in future. The next day, all the children come to the fighting class for practice, where the teacher first makes a bear-girl fight with Jay's friend Bison. The principle of fighting was that one should not attack each other lethally or take life. One should just practice so that the skills learned now can be used in the real fight. But Bison is defeated in this fight, so now Jay is called to face the bear-girl. He also tries to turn into animal many times at this time, but he fails. Then Andrew comes to him and gives him a bundle. As soon as Jay smells it, he immediately turns into a lion. Actually, this bundle contained the soil of the mountains, smelling which Jay felt as if I am still in the mountains with my family. And along with forming the lion, he also defeats the bear-girl. Andrew tells Jay to keep this bundle with you. It will help you in forming the lion. I also want to train you myself along with this. Are you ready for this? Jay says yes, because he was happy thinking that it is a good thing if a senior lion trains me. Jeffrey comes to Jay after some time and says that the fight could not happen last time. I will wait for you in the forest tonight. If you have the guts, then come to fight. Hearing this, Jay became furious. He thinks that being a wolf, he is challenging me, a lion, to fight. He obviously cannot tolerate this, and hence he accepted the challenge, thinking that I will teach him a lesson. But when Jay went to the forest at night with his friends, he saw that Jeffrey had included his friends in the one-on-one fight. And now the 4 wolves were attacking a lone lion from all sides. At the beginning, Jay fights with great courage, but he slowly starts losing courage. Now seeing Jay's life in danger, his friend transforms himself into a bison and fights with the wolves. He attacks them and drives them away, saving Jay's life. The next day, Andrew takes Jay out for a drive. On the way, he tells Jay that whatever happened between you and Jeffrey last night, I know everything. But you are a lion who could defeat the wolves without anyone's help. You should not need a bison. On this, Jay says that I fought, but it was tough to defeat all four together. Then Andrew says that it does not matter. You will become perfect gradually. This is just the beginning, after which not only 4, but even 10 come in front of you. You will easily defeat them, but yes, to become like that you will have to work hard. Then he drops Jay back to school. Mentor comes and tells Andrew that, listen, if you give the most importance to Jay, then it will have a negative effect on the other children. That is why we should treat everyone equally. Then Andrew said that Jay is special, and he has to feel special too. So I will make him feel valued. I will give him special training. Saying this, he left. Now, because Jeffrey, his friends, and Jay had fought outside the class. So everyone is punished to work in the kitchen. But then Elk Girl secretly takes Jay with her to the forest where the school council's meeting was going on. She tells Jay that all these people plan to harm humans. As you might have heard that animals and birds have attacked humans. So these people did it so that humans could be harmed, just like hunters harm animals. Then a bird comes flying there, which was none other than Mentor. Because she was also included in all of them, seeing which Jay is quite surprised. The next day, Andrew takes Jay to the forest to train him and teaches him to hunt. After learning a little, Jay hunts his first prey, which makes him very happy. At night, Jay again sees Jeffrey and his friends going towards the factory. He follows them at this time so that he can know what they're going to do. Now all the wolves scare the guards and run away. Then as they're damaging the wires of the machine, Jeffrey notices Jay. He angrily tells Jay that, are you spying on us? How dare you keep an eye on us? Just watch. I will not leave you, and there will be no one to rescue you this time. But before they could fight, Andrew comes and stops them. And he tells Jeffrey to leave from here quickly, or else we can get trapped. Hearing this, Jay understood that whatever Jeffrey is doing, he is doing it on Andrew's orders. Then Andrew started telling Jay that, come with me. I will tell you everything that what is going on here. After bringing him to his house, Andrew tells him that we animals did not hate humans earlier, but now we have started hating them a lot. That factory has wiped out almost half the forest. They have built a factory here by cutting everything down from where harmful chemicals are released, due to which who knows how many innocent animals have to lose their lives. Humans have no concern for the environment and animals that we are. Now my daughter and wife were killed by humans, although they were not at fault. What happened that they were just roaming in the forest, which is also their home, but humans did not leave them there either. Moreover, humans are becoming worse instead of improving over time. Now, they destroy forests more than before and kill animals. Witnessing this, we have formed our team whose mission is to trouble humans, so that they cannot live peacefully in their homes, just like they do not let animals live in forests, which is our place. I have called you here for this mission only because you are very special, and I am sure that you will definitely support us. Then we will also show humans what we are and what is their status. Now hearing this, Jay was completely surprised. He does not answer immediately, but says that I need some time to decide whether I should help you or not. Andrew also said that okay, but answer quickly. A great mission lies ahead. We need your help in this. The next day, when Jay was racing with his friends, Bison collides with a vehicle on the road. Luckily, no one is killed. It is discovered that this vehicle belongs to Jay's family. Those who had come to meet him, they had guessed that Jay is very happy here. They say to Jay that we are going for hiking on Saturday, so you should also come. We will enjoy a lot, to which he agreed. After they left, he got a call from Andrew, who says yes. Then tell me what you thought, because on Saturday, we are going for the same mission. Are you supporting us? Jay refuses, saying that, look, I am not coming, because I have made a plan to go with my family. Hearing this, Andrew gets very angry and says that first you think whether you are with humans or animals. Saying this, he disconnected the call. Jay also gets very angry that why did Andrew talk to me in this tone? In this anger, he runs as far away as possible into the forest. When he stops at a place to rest a little, some hunters come there who see Jay with the help of a drone. And they release dogs to kill him because their plan was that after doing this, we will take Jay with us. But in the meantime, a crow comes there who is actually a shapeshifter. And she is a student at the same school. First, she destroys the drone. Then she helps Jay. And she begins to take him to the school. But when Jay gets tired, he sits down at a place to rest. But then the hunting dogs come there, but before they could attack Jay, he turns into a human form, which even the dogs were stunned to see. What happened? Andrew comes to Jay and says that I tried to find your lion family. I have come to know that all of them have also been killed by hunters. So will you still help the humans who have snatched your loved ones from you? Now you will support us, right? Now Jay is very sad to hear this, that I will never be able to meet my family again. In this anger, he agrees to support Jay, after which Andrew explains to his entire team that who has to do what. First of all, they have to scare the guards and run away, then destroy the big machines. After which they have to explode the factory, making a short circuit in it. Everyone else agrees for this, but Jay tells Andrew that okay, to teach a lesson to the humans. Humans' possessions have to be destroyed, but human life should not be wasted in this. This is my term. Andrew also agreed that no one's life will be taken. Only human things will be destroyed. Now before the plan starts, Jake's family calls and says that you are not coming, son. We're going for hiking. Jay says that I am sorry, but I will not be able to come this time. You all go and enjoy. I have to do an urgent work, after which he leaves for the factory with Andrew and the others. Andrew and his team arrive at the hill that hides the factory beneath it, where they had kept big logs so that all these logs can be thrown down. And the machines can be destroyed, but before starting the plan, Jay's eyes go down where his family had come for hiking. Logs were going to fall at this place. Also, Jay understands that in this way my whole family is sure to die. He gets scared and tells everyone to stop. We cannot do this. Stop the plan here. But no one was ready to listen to him. That's why Jay calls Andrew and says that please stop this mission. My family is down below. Their lives are in danger. And you said that you will not put anyone's life in danger. Andrew says that it is such a big mission. Some people will die. Don't worry. Anyway, they're not your own family. Saying this, he hangs up the phone. Jay was outraged thinking that I have made a blunder by supporting Andrew. He is worried because he alone cannot do anything, but at the right time his friends come here. Because they understood that Jay is in some trouble, so now they help him. This also gives Jay a little relief that at least my companions have come. But now Andrew's companions start fighting with him so that he can complete the mission. Meanwhile, Andrew also comes here in the form of a lion, who starts fighting with Jay. In this fight, all the wood pieces get freed from the rope and start falling down. But luckily Jay's family, standing below, sees the wood pieces coming, so they immediately move aside. But Jay's younger sister could not hear any sound who was listening to music on her headphones. Before the wood pieces could fall on her and she could die, Jay saves his sister's life while coming at the right time. Now Andrew's plan was successful, but luckily Jay's family's life was also saved, which makes him very happy, but he comes to Andrew and shouts at him that you lied to me that you will not harm humans. So, I will never believe in your words again. Saying this, he comes back to school with his friends where everyone was very happy because he had done something so brave. So, the message from this movie was that one should never harm the forest and its animals. And the movie ends here with this.